Good evening.
Good evening.
One more time. Good evening.
Good evening.
Beautiful. I'm Daniel Biss. I'm state senator in the 9th District. I'm candidate for governor of Illinois. And like all of us, I am heartsick as we cope with the aftermath of what happened in Las Vegas. But let us know that we must be heartsick every day, that there is murder every day, that there is violence every day, that the racial consequences of that violence, that who is a victim and who is unsafe, is a question that does not fall equally across our state and across our nation. And there is a mood out there of some people who want us to just give up. People who just want us to assume there's nothing that can be done. Then there are those who want to tell us that if we try to do something, we're politicizing tragedy. We're politicizing tragedy. That's it. Say that again.
They already politicized it.
They already politicized it. We are not politicizing tragedy. We are preventing tragedy. And the notion that we should respond to a problem by doing anything other than solving a problem is obscene and insulting.
Amen.
So let's start talking about solving problems.
Yeah.
And so let's start here. Thank you to the organizers. Thank you, Brenna O'Brien. Thank you, Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense in America. Thank you, Everytown for Gun Safety. Thank you for the Brady Campaign. Thank you, Indivisible Illinois. Thank you for the Women's March, and thank you to the Illinois Coalition Against Handgun Violence. And let me tell you why I am thanking these groups. I've been a legislator since the beginning of 2011. And when in 2011 and 2012 and 2013, we were voting on these issues, including in 2013 when we voted on concealed carry. I was proud to vote against that, and I wish our side had prevailed. Including then, what would happen in my office? We would be deluged with emails and calls and visits and letters and even faxes from NRA members, from people who opposed common sense gun safety laws. And the other side was the silent majority. We're not silent anymore. We're not quiet anymore. We're not going to sit back any longer. We're not going to wait for someone else to decide the outcome of these policy questions anymore. We're not going to pretend that this is somebody else's problem. This is all of our problem. And right now, in 2017, when we vote on these issues, my phone is ringing off the hook with people in Federal Plaza today, and our friends, and our friends' friends, and our friends' friends, and the tide has begun to turn. That's not because of any politician, that's not because of any elected leader, that's because of us, that's because of you, that's because of these organizations, and that's because of the movement that we are building across this country that says enough of the killing. And so the question then is, what do we do? And you heard from previous speakers that Donald Trump loves to talk about all of the laws that we have on the books in the city of Chicago. And we unfortunately have to talk about the fact that there's not an impermeable border at the Chicago boundary, and that guns that are purchased outside of the city of Chicago can make it through. But guess what? I'm a state legislator, and we get to make laws for the whole state of Illinois.
Let's build a wall then.
Let's not build a wall, actually, but let's pass a law. And here's the law that we ought to pass. It's a bill called Senate Bill 1657. It's a gun dealer licensing bill. There are just a few stores in the suburbs, honestly, just 3 or 4 stores in the suburbs, from which an extraordinary number of the guns used to commit violent crimes in the city are purchased, and we can't do anything about it because the state does not have a license for those stores. We could fix that problem tomorrow. And the bill that does it, Senate Bill 1657, already passed out of the Senate. I was proud to co-sponsor that bill, proud to fight for it, proud to work with these advocates. It is waiting in the House for a vote. We need to pass that bill out of the House, and we need to do it now. And the good news is there are people here in this audience holding up signs. There's two right over there. Signs that give a phone number you can call or a phone number you can text to ask your state representative to pass this bill. I want everyone here to take a picture of one of those signs. I want everyone here to tweet that out, to put it on Facebook, to text it to all your contacts. We want an overwhelming show of force, because the way we are going to pass these bills, the way we are going to change the law, the way we are going to have actual gun safety is not if we wait for someone else to do it for us, but if we take this burgeoning movement, this growing movement, and we expand, and we expand, and we expand, and we expand, and we make sure that in Springfield and in Washington, the politicians know that we are not going to take no for an answer. Are you ready?
Yes!
Are you ready to fight?
Yes!
And now I hope you were listening when Jan Schakowsky coached you. When we fight,
We win!
when we fight,
We win!
when we fight,
We win!
thank you very much.